All right, so Margaritaville got some dual lit letters going on a little bit of a raceway here. Um, the cabinet will be this hot dog shape here. It's about 3 inches. Got an inch and a half standoff. They have it drawn to 2.5 on the returns. Maybe do a light tester to see if we can get away with that. I kind of told them my concerns. They said maybe we can go to 3, um, which is our normal. But so just maybe do a light test. If you can get away with 2, 2.5, I mean, it might be easier to bend. Anyway, these are just going to be regular channel letter coil around the, but they're just going to have polycarb backs to let the light out. So as you can see here, they talked them into flattening this out. Don't get confused by this picture. The me and the palm trees and all that is flattened out into one piece right here. So it'll all be combined. So it'll just be all one level. And there really isn't going to be any like support to the wall here. It's really not necessary. So don't get thrown off by these little pictures there. So anyway, got the cabinet. So you got a backer goes to the wall. Got the struts. Got the frame pieces going around. Got the faces. Got all that taken care of. Got these struts here. Got some jigs. Got this little. These are the two corner pieces. I went ahead and made those out of 063, so you can kind of get those bent up nice. Got some faces and some polycarb backers with some UL holes. So you got a pattern. So kind of did it up sort of like Breitling. Kind of get it so you can do the frame first. You're just going to weld all this together. Got little jigs there to put these middle struts in. Keep an eye out. You want the right side to be the right side and the left side to be the left side, because we have these end jigs that are going to allow you to put that 063 on. The right side is clearanced and the left side is clearanced a little higher, so it can go over this part right here. So keep that in mind. Plus the right has a hole. It has a mounting hole for one of the letters that goes through the strut right there. So just make sure that this gets to the right side, and just follow your seam here. So the shorter piece will go on the left side here, and the longer pieces goes towards the right. There's that. On this one, you'll see the seam piece if it's outside, so we had to tuck the seam piece on the inside, which did mean that then we have to notch the backer here and compromise it a little bit. So I just put a couple of struts that go this way, lords those in, and then you can weld them to these vertical struts as well. The box is not going to be lit. It's just purely structural, so there really isn't any need to put an end piece. So it's just kind of down and dirty. Just lords that in there, and this part will be good. Put the struts in, and that'll be all good to go. You have your little 063 corner pieces. You can bend this up, and then maybe even curl this, and then maybe bend this after or whatever, but you're going to bend these up and you'll have a nice little fillet weld. That'll give you something to fillet weld up against right at this seam. These end cap jigs here, I kind of space them. So this is 063, this is 090. That's where that starts right there. But anyway, so you'll have that little 90 right there, so you can fillet weld really well. You can get this welded to that and make it nice and strong, because they'll probably end up using that as a handle. There's only one of these on the face. The back sides are kind of open, so it'll just be one big shell. And like I say, go ahead and get these all welded in nice, and then you'll just be lordsing the face on. That way you can do weld first, lord second. You got drain holes, all that. Anyway, so I think that all looks pretty good. You've got, like I say, you've got your letters. You've got your polycarb back, your faces, and I think the faces all get some sort of graphic on them with some sort of vinyl. So I think you'll have to wait to trim cap until that's all done. Get all that done out first. And I think this also gets maybe a graphic put on it to make it look like wood or something. So keep that in mind as it gets finished up and gets wrapped up. You can talk to install about, I believe all of this will be one power supply, and then you can just get it all condensed on the back side of this if you want to mount all the letters first. I don't know if they'll want to mount all the letters and try to lift the whole thing up there, or if they're going to want to put the letters on. But essentially, you're not really going to have any way of kind of collecting all the wires once it's done. So you might have to do all the wiring first, and then make one big leash so that way they can just poke it through the hole and then put this on. Because once it's on, you can't really access any of the wires. So keep that in mind as well, like how it's going to have to be all wrapped up and put away. So anyway, I think that should do it. If you have any questions, just hit me up. But it's fairly straightforward. Just a couple little things that are weird on it. But anyway, yeah, that's it.